Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is Mr. E, and today's lesson is our first course on integer operations. We're going to add integers with different signs. Let's get started. All right, so as usual, we'll start with a problem. So Mark started the day with no money. His father gave him $3. If Mark went to the store and spent $3 on candy, how much money does Mark have now? So we're going to use our number line, and we know that 3 gave him 3, and he spent 3 are both integers, so we should be able to grab them on the number line. So his father gave him $3. He spent the $3. That means Mark doesn't have any money. 3 plus negative 3, so we call it a zero pair because the sum of 3 and negative 3 is equal to 0. So a zero pair is a pair of numbers whose sum is 0. Let's look at a second example. Again, Mark started the day with no money, but this time his father gave him $7 and Mark spent 5. How much money does Mark have now? So he started the day with no money. His father gave him $7 and then Mark spent 5. So as we can see, we have 1 zero pair, 2, 3, 4, 5 zero pairs. What he has left over is $2. But of course you knew that. You've been subtracting 7 from 5 for a long time, right? 7 plus a negative 5 is equal to 2. All right, let's look at another example. This time, one cold winter day began with a temperature of 0 degrees. When the temperature increased 5 degrees during the day, but at night it decreased by 7 degrees. What was the final temperature? So it started at 0, increased 5 degrees, decreased. What's the final temperature? So started 0, increased by 5, but decreased by 7. Look at our zero pairs again. Zero pair cancels, 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 cancels. All we have left are negative 2. So in this case, our answer ends up being negative because we're more negative than we are positive. 5 plus a negative 7 is negative 2. And one more example. On an even colder day, the day began with a temperature of minus 5 degrees Fahrenheit. During the day, the temperature increased by only 3 degrees. What was the temperature? So we started started at 0. Decreased by, started negative 5 degrees. And we only increased 3 degrees the entire day. Again, negative 0 pairs cancel out. And our final answer is negative 2. And we notice that each time we add numbers with a different sign, we have 0 pairs that cancel out, or we have to subtract out our 0 pairs. So let's look for a pattern. When signs are different, what do we notice about the 0 pairs? We have to cancel them out. Or subtract. Let's look at a few more examples. When the signs are different, what happens to our zero pairs? 0 plus -3 cancels out, and we get 3. 0 plus 3. Zero pairs cancel out, -3. 4 plus -1 cancels out, we get a 3. And -4 plus 1, this one cancels out. But our answer is -3. All right. So we'll come back with the rule for adding integers with different signs in the next video.